Traders, and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the Forex calendar today. As you can see, there's only one very important event of the day. Short-term energy outlook for the US. This event is scheduled for release at 6 o'clock. Before that, we got already published the data from the USA. FOMC Kashkari had a speech deep in the night, and then from the UK we got the BRC retail sales monitor, which beats the expectations of 1.8% with the number of 3.2%. So we are looking for the EIA short-term energy outlook. A 3-year note auction from the US is scheduled for release at 7 p.m. and the API weekly crude oil stock is scheduled for release 10:30. So calendar very poor for the Tuesday. So let's take a look at the majors to see what is going on. Euro dollar 4-hour chart is a very technical market. You can see that we hit the trend line again, and this is fourth time we hit the trend line after the bounce from the level of 1.0792. So pin bar was made here, a shooting star was made here. It looks like the bulls are trying to break higher above this trend line. Let me just zoom in, but they can't make it yet. So it looks like we might have some sort of the pullback, especially if it's backed up by the data, and then we can of course test the level of 1.0844, eventually 1.0822, on the way to the 1.0792, which is the key technical support. We can mark one more level on our chart, and this level is of course 1.0877. This is the level of the technical resistance, and if the bulls wants to go higher, they need to break above this, of course, this level. So the supply zone is way higher, 1.0933, 1.0948. So there is still a way ahead for the bulls. Nevertheless, first they need to break above the trend line. Very technical market again. Please stay focused. Now we got some data from the from the UK. So let's take a look at the British pound. And yesterday's scenario is going to be the market is moving according to the yesterday's scenario, bounce towards the trend line. So as indicated by this arrow, now we should see some sort of the deterioration. We should see some sort of the market moving moving down, if of course the level of 1.2666 is clearly rejected. So we got the wave A to the upside, wave B, maybe wave C, maybe something else. It doesn't definitely look very impulsive. Momentum is barely strong, only 56 points, so it's not that impressive number so far. And we can see some sort of the deterioration sooner or later, especially when we break below 1.2638, 1.2611, on the way to the 1.2574. So that's the outlook for the British pound. Let's take a look at the oil, because we got plenty of data for the oil market today. So you remember this channel. This is our main channel here. Let me just zoom out to move this channel a little bit longer. It looks like the market keeps bouncing from this channel, especially the upper line. Yeah, so we are now out of this channel. Local high and the swing high for the month of the April was made so far at 87.62. Then we have the pullback towards the level of 84.65. We will mark this level as our next technical support, because it looks like a good technical support. There you go. So the technical support is here, and the market of course bounced from the level of 50, which is very interesting, because we got this multi-divergence here on a 4-hour chart. Now the divergence was resolved, and the market bounced back up again above the 50 periods moving average. Of course, it's trading above the 100 periods moving average already. And now the local technical resistance is 87.09. We are on the way towards the high at 87.62. Momentum back from the level of 50 on the RSI. Right now it's 56 points, so it's not that that strong. Nevertheless, it is looking very good for the crude oil to move even higher towards the level of the 90. Okay, so let's just switch to the daily time frame chart to see where is the next target for the bulls. So there is a very nice gap here. If you don't see it, let me just mark it for you. I need my rectangle tool. So there is a kind of a gap which looks like this. Let me just get rid of the magnet. There you go. And the gap is located between these two levels, and we just hit, I think we almost hit the lower gap line. So we will mark the gap in yellow, all right, and the lines in black, so we know exactly where we at. So this is the gap. Usually the gap gets covered. It looks like the bulls want to cover the gap despite the fact that we are trading during the extremely overbought market conditions on a daily time frame chart, but we need only a spike up and the gap is covered. So we should see some sort of the profit taking once this gap is finally covered, and the market should of course move a little bit lower, maybe in form of the pullback, maybe in the form of the correction. We will see. For now the outlook remains bullish. The target, technical target, is 90.86, and then eventually the next target is 95.2. So it's still looking very nice. We can even see some sort of the channel on this let's say time frame, because when we do something like that, you can see that the larger time frame channel is still working very nicely as well. So we will stick with this one, you know, because it looks very promising. Something like this can be drawn here. So this market is again very technical right now. Please monitor the situation with the extremely overbought conditions, because we might see some sort of the profit taking when we cover the gap. And last but not least, as usual, let's talk about the Bitcoin. So what is the Bitcoin doing? Let me just switch to the lower time frame, because the Bitcoin had taken off the last local swing high at 71,550, made another one at $72,028, and now it is moving towards the local technical support located at 70,322. Maybe even the 50 DMA will be tested at the level of 69,822. We done this reversal because the market hit extremely overbought conditions. So right now, as I said yesterday, we are oscillating up and down, extremely overbought, extremely oversold, extremely overbought, extremely oversold, extremely overbought. Now it's time to go towards the extremely oversold conditions. If this pattern will repeat, it looks like it will be working for quite some time right now. I guess that the halving will be the Bitcoin halving will be the event that will break this oscillating pattern, and we will see some other movements, bigger, stronger, dynamic movements on the Bitcoin. Please notice that in the background there is still an uptrend, and there is no indication of the uptrend termination or the uptrend reversal. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.